Let me ask you something, and be honest. Have you ever been just sitting there doing absolutely nothing, and suddenly you just feel kind of off? You know what I mean, right? You're not deeply sad, you're not angry, you just feel empty for no apparent reason. It is this universally frustrating feeling that creeps up on literally all of us.
And when that feeling hits, you probably try to shake it off. You scroll on your phone for a bit, maybe put on your favorite playlist, or even pull up a motivational video. But nothing really helps. And that naturally leads to a really frustrating question. Why can't I just feel happy for no reason? Sometimes it honestly feels like your own brain is working against you.
Well, here is the radical, entirely science-backed reality of what we're unpacking today. Your brain can actually switch into a happier state in just 15 seconds. Seriously, 15 seconds. And the best part about this, you don't have to fix your whole life, you don't have to fake some toxic positivity, and you definitely don't need a miraculous burst of motivation. It all just comes down to basic brain biology. To understand why this works so well, imagine two people having the exact same bad day. They hit the same traffic, deal with the same stress, face the same problems at work. One goes home and feels miserable all night, while the other simply shakes it off. The difference isn't their life circumstances, it's how their brain reacted in those first crucial seconds. See, our brains are not designed to just make us happy. They are fundamentally designed to react incredibly fast to stress. But once you understand how that rapid-fire reaction works, you can interrupt it instantly. Okay, let's jump right into trick number 1, the face switch. We usually think our brain creates emotions and our body just follows along, right? But it actually goes both ways. Your brain is constantly checking in with your body, specifically your face, to decide how it should be feeling at any given moment. So I actually want you to physically do these 3 simple steps with me right now. Ready? Step 1, gently raise your eyebrows. Step 2, let your jaw fully relax. Step 3, let the corners of your mouth lift just a little bit. We're not talking a massive forced grin, just a soft smile. Now just hold that right there for the next 15 seconds. As you hold that expression, here's exactly what's happening inside your nervous system. Those specific facial cues send a rapid biological signal straight to your brain that basically translates to, oh hey, we must be safe. When your brain thinks you're safe, it instantly starts dropping your stress chemicals and simultaneously boosts the feel-good ones. You aren't forcing happiness, you are literally just signaling safety. And this brilliantly illustrates the core reversal of this whole concept. The common mistake we all make is waiting to feel happy before we change our face or our posture. But remember, your brain reacts to physical cues way faster than it reacts to logical thoughts. So the ultimate brain hack here is to change the physical signal first. Send the signal and the emotion naturally follows. Moving right along to trick number 2, name to tame. So, what are you supposed to do when your mind is racing and just won't shut off? When your emotions spike, your brain jumps straight into pure survival reaction mode. Here is your shortcut to break that cycle. Name it to tame it. The exact moment you feel stressed, anxious, or down, just state your exact emotion. Say silently to yourself, or even out loud, I'm feeling stressed or I'm feeling overwhelmed. That is it. No deep psychoanalysis, no trying to desperately fix it, just name it. Think about it like this. When you label the emotion, you literally shift control from the emotional, reactive centers of your brain straight over to the logical, thinking centers. It is exactly like flipping a light switch. Instead of standing outside in a terrible storm getting completely soaked by your emotions, you step inside the house. You're still watching the storm happen, but you are observing it safely from behind the glass. And the really crucial point here is an absolute, hardwired biological rule. Your brain literally cannot fully panic and fully logically label something at the exact same time. Labeling interrupts the panic loop in mere seconds. Now, imagine combining this with the face switch. Your face is telling your brain, hey, I'm safe, while your logical mind is labeling and saying, I see exactly what's happening. That creates an incredibly powerful compounding shift in your nervous system. Which brings us to trick number 3, micro-win dopamine. If you want to change exactly how your brain releases its internal happiness chemicals, you absolutely cannot miss this one. Most people chase happiness completely the wrong way. We wait for good news, we wait for a massive win at work, or we just wait for life to randomly get better. But biologically, the brain doesn't release happiness chemicals after a big success. It actually triggers them during progress. Because the brain absolutely loves tiny markers of progress, we can trigger it on demand. I want you to pick just one of these under 15-second actions right now and physically do it.
Seriously, do it with me. Straighten your posture. Take one slow, deliberate breath. Take a sip of water. Or just mentally check off the tiny task of giving this explainer your full attention right now. Boom, here is the immediate payoff for what you just did. Your brain just detected progress, and progress equals an instant hit of dopamine. That dopamine doesn't just make you feel a little bit better, it dramatically increases your motivation, your focus, and your optimism. It literally creates forward momentum out of thin air. This completely rewires how we should think about getting stuck in a bad mood. Being stuck is really just a lack of movement, right? If you wait to feel motivated before you try to get going, you are going to be waiting a very, very long time. It's totally backwards. If you act first, even with a tiny 15-second micro win, the motivation naturally catches up. Action absolutely must come first. Let's pull this all together, activating your brain's happiness. By systematically layering these 3 tricks together, you gain absolute control over your state in under a minute. Let's do a quick recap. First, you've got the face switch. Soften your face and smile slightly to signal safety and drop that stress. Second, name to tame. Explicitly label the feeling to logically stop the emotional spiral in its tracks. And third, the micro win. Take one tiny 15-second action to instantly trigger dopamine and build motivation. You don't need to change your entire life to feel better today. You simply need to shift your brain chemistry using the built-in biological switches you already have. And that leads us perfectly to the absolute core realization from our source material today. Just think about this. Happiness isn't something you find, it's something you activate. You already possess all the biological machinery required to change your mood on demand. It's not some distant destination you have to travel to, it's a mechanism sitting right there inside your own head, just waiting to be used. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Your brain is waiting. What is your next micro win going to be? The very next time you feel off, overwhelmed, or completely stuck, I challenge you to stop waiting for your circumstances to magically improve. Flip the switches. Soften your face, name the emotion, and take one tiny action. Your brain is perfectly designed to work for you. You just have to give it the right signal.